Hey guys, so I've been thinking about doing guitar tutorials for quite a while and I've never really got around to it. So I'm going to start today. I'm going to start with one of my favourite songs. It's called I Don't Mind If You Don't Mind by Poet. Very underrated song, I think. I think it's amazing. So there are two chord progressions to this song. There's one chord progression which you use for the verse and the chorus, so it's the same throughout the entire song. It's quite a long chord progression, so I split it into two to learn it. And then there's a chord progression for the bridge. So to start with, capo on 4, and you will need quite a few chords for this song. So I'll go through the chords and then I'll go through how to play them. You're going to need E minor 7, a C add 9, a D, a G, a G over F sharp, and I think that is it. So those are all the chords you're going to need. So I'll go through how to play them. If you already know, then skip ahead. Yeah, if you don't, keep watching. So, to play an E minor 7, you want your first finger on the 2nd fret of the 5th, should say that, high E string, string 1, low E string, string 6. So you want your first finger on the 2nd fret of the 5th string, then your second finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, then your third finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and then your 4th finger on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. To play a C add 9, you want your first finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, your second finger on the 3rd fret of the 5th string, your third finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and your 4th finger on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. To play a D, you want your first finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, you want your second finger on the 2nd fret of the 1st string, and then you want your third finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. So then a G, you want your first finger on the 2nd fret of the 5th string, then you want your second finger on the 3rd fret of the 6th string, then again, like the others, you want your third finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string and your 4th finger on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. To play a G over F sharp, you want your first finger on the 2nd fret of the 6th string, then you want your third finger on the 3rd fret of the 1st string and your 4th finger on the 2nd string, and your 4th finger on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. There we go. Get there in the end. So that is like a G, but you move one finger up. So yeah, those are all the chords you're going to need. Chord progressions. So the one that you will need for the verse and the chorus is, like I say, it's quite a long chord progression. It's E minor 7, C add 9, D, G, G over F sharp, then E minor 7, C add 9, D. So like I say, that is a very long chord progression. So I'd break it up into two. Start with the E minor 7, C add 9, D, G, G over F sharp, and go from there. So the first three chords, E minor 7, C add 9 and D, you hold those for 4 beats each. So, and then the last two are 2 beats each. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So strumming pattern wise, I sort of play it like this. that was a bit longer than you need to know. So down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, down, up. So I'd say the most complicated thing about this song is because you hold each of the chords for a different amount of time. The strumming pattern is quite difficult to explain, but you sort of play it however feels right. So that's how I play it. So down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, down, up. And then the next bit is the E minor 7, C add 9 and D. Again, the E minor 7 and the C add 9, you hold each of them for 4 beats, but the D you hold for 8. So when it comes to the strumming the D, you can either strum it the same pattern as the E minor and C add 9, and do that twice, or you can do it differently. I do it differently, but you don't have to. I just think it sounds a bit funkier if you change it. I just said funkier. Sorry about that. So you've got the E minor 7. From that point, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. That's how I play it. But again, you can just go the same with the others. And then background. I like to jazz it up a bit. So down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, and then background. That is what you play throughout all of the verses and the choruses. So it's, like I say, it's a long pattern, but so for the first verse you play it twice, and then you have the chorus and you play it once for the chorus, then you have another verse and you play it twice, then 2 choruses, you play it twice for the 2 choruses. So it's quite good for that. There is nothing in between the verses and the choruses and everything. It just goes straight in. So if I play it through and sing along a little bit. My blood runs red from the streets to the sewers. It's the blue black ocean, I'm caught in the tide. But I don't mind if you don't mind. Wash away the filth in the city, and I lose myself here right before your eyes. But I don't mind if you don't mind. I'm alright, I'm alright, I'm alright. I don't mind if you don't mind. I'm alright, I'm alright. Watch the rain. So then it carries on from there. I did change it a little bit. I do find it's quite good if you just sometimes just do downbeats on the D, it sort of builds up a bit. But obviously you don't have to do that. I just do that at the end of the verse to build up to the chorus. So then that is it for most of the songs. So the next bit is the bridge. So the chord progression for that is a G, E minor 7, C add 9, and a D. Each of these is held for 8 beats, I think. Yeah, each of these is held for 8 beats. This chord progression is played twice for the bridge, and then that's it, and then it's back to the original chord progression. The way I strum this is, I think, similar to the D. So yeah, quite a long strumming pattern, but yes, just stick with it. Again, you can just do the more simple one twice if that's easier, but again, I think it sounds better if you do this pattern. But yes, I go down, 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 up, up, down, down, up, stick with it. And I think that's the entire song. So straight after the bridge though is a chorus, which is, I don't do palm muting or anything. I just play it quietly, because it's quite a toned down chorus, and then you build up to the next chorus. So yeah, it goes, I'm alright, I'm alright, I'm alright, I don't mind if you don't mind, I'm alright, I'm alright, I'm alright, I'm alright. So yeah, it's if you play the first ones just gently, and I would play the G and the G over F sharp once, because normally when you try and play them too quickly it just gets a bit louder. And then on the D again, downward strums and just build up, and then you can get into the chorus and build up again. So, and the last verse, it just ends on one strum of the D. So yeah, and that's the entire song.